Alright, I know it's dark out, but that's like the purpose of the video. So in this video, since the weather's been really bad, I'm gonna talk to you guys. I'm gonna show you some clips about me catching some smallmouth bass and what I was using. I know you've seen these clips before, but it's gonna be like quick, if I can even talk, clips of me catching smallmouth bass, just me breaking it down, and I'm gonna show you the clip and basically explain what I was using, where I was throwing, and how I caught that fish. In this one right here, I am just using a little Senko on here. I am at the stream. It's in the fall, like September or something, and I'm just letting the Senko drift down the stream. And as you can see, as soon as I drifted, I hook into a fish. Again, just a hook and a little Senko. Right here, I would say he's fighting really hard, and it probably took me a little bit longer to get in because he was fighting he was using the current basically to go down the stream. And as you can see, I'm having a hard time getting it in. It's a decent sized fish, and it keeps jumping and jumping. And all I was using was a Senko. I'm pretty sure it was brown color, just to match the crayfish, in my opinion. As I pull it up, you can see it's still fighting. It's all mad right there. That's a good size smallmouth. I would say a pound and a half. Again, oh, that was a green or brown Senko. I couldn't really tell, but anything Senko between green and brown will work. As you can see right there, a good smallmouth right there. Even I caught that one in the fall. I caught that one in the fall, and it just did really good in my opinion. So I mean, yeah, use Senkos and stuff like that, and you will catch a lot of fish. Here's another slow-mo view of it as I pull it up. He's feisty, really feisty in that opinion. So again, use Senkos. Yeah, use Senkos. Anywhere you go in the stream, river, whatever, Senkos work. Even in ponds, streams, lakes, whatever fish. If you're fishing for bass, I guarantee you, if throw a Senko, you're gonna catch a really big fish. Okay, let's see the other one right here. All right, this one was about, I would say, what, 3 weeks ago? And again, I was using a brown Senko, and I was casting to the left, so downstream, I would say. Well, actually in the middle, I let it go down the stream. I was letting it sit there. As you can see, I'm being patient. You don't want to move this bait really fast, because if you do, you won't get any fish. Then I hook into a fish right there, right off the bat. I think they're sitting there in the middle, and again, this one is jumping. He is jumping crazy, and he doesn't want to be caught because he's really aggressive. And you can see that water is pretty dirty, and it is cold. It's not warm at all. It's probably about 45 to 50. Same thing, as you can see right there. There's that little bait I'm using, that little Senko, and this one is a light green. It's not as brown as the first one, in my opinion. And again, those Senkos look like crayfish. They look like big giant fish, bait fish, crayfish, whatever you want to see. And right there, that's a little bit smaller than that one, but again, guys, the Senko's working right there. It is working. So as I release him in the water, I went to a different spot, and same thing, I threw it out right in the middle again. As soon as I threw this one out right out in the middle again, they bit it. They're probably sitting there. There's probably a whole school there. Again, I think this time I'm using a Kraken crawl. This is not the Senko. This is a crayfish, like I said. Anything that looks like a crayfish or a Senko, this is from the Guggen Squad baits. They'll hit it. Crawfish, Senko, anything that looks like a crawfish, they're gonna hit it because that's what they feed on. That, look at right there. And this one is like a little yellow and green. As you can see, there is a Guggen bait right there. And this one is probably one of the biggest ones I have caught. We will put that one back. So, I mean, that's what I would have to do. You're going to have to throw crawls and Senkos to get these fish. All right, let's go to the third one and last one. All right, this one, again, I'm using a crawl. I went downstream a little bit more, maybe about 10 to 15 yards further down. And I threw this all the way across on the edge. And as you can see, I'm letting it go down the stream, and as it goes down the stream, the fish, they're gonna attack it. They can't resist it, they're gonna attack it, and they're gonna bite it, and they're hungry. It looks like they're feeding at this time. I would say the time is about 12:30 in my opinion, and yeah, they're gonna, like there, as soon as it hit it, they destroy it and they're fighting, trying to get away because there's probably a school of them and they're just sitting there. And this one is fighting pretty hard again, using the Guggen squad to crack and crawl. And if there's one there, there's going to be a few. And I think this one is a little bit smaller, but this is probably the darkest one out there. So I caught 3 in that little pool. You want to look for where there's no slack. As you can see in that water, it is all very calm and there's no current. That's where the fish like to sit and wait on like the other crayfish, baitfish, whatever you want to call it. Again, look at that browner right there. I call those browners. They're really good in my opinion. So I would say I would highly recommend getting a Senko. Like I said, crayfish, any color, Senko, any, in my opinion, and just be patient. If you're not patient, you probably won't, excuse me, probably won't catch the fish. But again, Senko, crayfish, get a spinning rod. As you can see, my Guggen squad rod does make a lot of noise. You don't need any expensive stuff. So if you're gonna go smallmouth bass hunting, try to find a stream. I would say where I live, there's not too many lakes around here to have them. They're usually in streams and coves and things like that. You want to use something small and finesse that the fish will attack. Be patient, like I said. If the water's cold, you need to be patient because the fish are not going to be in the mood to bite. But once it warms up, you probably want to go in the morning because it's going to get really hot. So again, like I said, look for anywhere where there's slack water, anywhere there's trees, anywhere where there is cover because the fish like to sit there. And again, bass are predators and they are going to attack stuff. Your big favorite, comment below and let me know what is your favorite bait to use for a smallmouth bass. And as always, catch big fish. Have a great day.